stop blaming the foul hunters and start blaming the foul perpetrators. Look, this works in both the NFL as well as the NBA. These guys will get a bad rap, like Shea will get a bad rap for foul hunting. Patrick Mahomes will get a bad rap for foul hunting. And in the NFL, it's less common just because you can't really do it consistently. You know, you don't have an opportunity to try to get a roughing the passer or try to get a late hit out of bounds on every play. That's a couple times a game type deal. But specifically in the NBA, these guys like a James Harden of the late 2010s or a Shea in the early 2020s and currently, people will always look at them and they will, if you jump in the air, they are jumping into you. They're getting 3 free throws or 2 if it's mid-range. They're always hunting for contact and they're trying to get to the free throw line. And you can make the argument, yeah, it's not the most exciting form of basketball. I can agree to an extent. I don't. I would rather watch, games go on than people shoot free throws. But from an actual strategic standpoint, their goal is to win. That is what they're paid to win games. If you win a lot of games and you do it consistently, you're going to get paid a lot of money, and the viewership comes. That's how it works. There's never been a team that's been a dynasty in the NBA or the NFL that doesn't get a lot of viewership. So I think some of the onus for these quote unquote foul hunters should be on the defender that is fouling them. The referees are calling ticky-tacky things. I agree. Yeah, and not every single foul I think needs to be called, but the standard has been set. X contact is going to garner a foul. X contact when the shooter is in the motion is going to garner free throws. That is the rule that has been set. If you don't like it, that's okay. You can appeal it, and the NBA discusses and reinterprets rules every single offseason. The NFL does the same thing. But once the season has started, the NFL season is going to start. Whether or not you like it, whether or not you like quarterbacks getting roughing the passer calls that they throw the ball and then a defender hits them right after that and they get 15 yards, or quarterback looks like he's going out of bounds and then goes out of bounds and gets the hit and kind of keeps the defender in limbo. Whether or not you like it, that's one thing. And I do think some of that stuff is kind of absurd. But that is the way the rules are implemented. That is the way the referees are going to call it. If the referees are going to call those things fouls, then you might as well take advantage of it. How about we put the onus on the defender not to jump, not to reach in, not to contact the shooter? I don't get in any sense how the defenders can commit a foul, which number one hurts their team because it puts Shea at the free throw line. It hurts them because now they're in foul trouble, and then they might get kicked out of the game if they foul out. And the NFL doesn't really have foul outs, but regardless, why is the defender never punished? We never talk about, and yeah, I get they are punished, but I mean in the eyes of the fans, we never talk about the defenders that are always fouling Shea, or the defender that it's close, but he is hitting Mahomes late. Why aren't we discussing that aspect of it? Why is it always from oh man, I just wish he wouldn't try to take advantage of the rules? Look, if I'm coaching a professional sport team, I sure hope every player on my team is taking advantage of every single rule. When you file your taxes, you are trying to pay the least amount of taxes possible. You don't blame the tax, or I wouldn't, but I don't think you blame the billionaire for not paying any taxes. You blame the politicians who wrote the tax code. And I guess some people do actually blame the billionaire. But look, if it's legal and that's the way rules are being enforced, why not take advantage of it?